6Y, Delta Mike 06.
I hear you, AA6S, Delta Mike 06.
Good evening, Bill. Yeah, just checking everything and making sure everything's working. Now I'm going to eat my dinner, so I'll be on the side. KA6USY.
AA6S. You on yet, Mike? WA6AHA, AA6S.
Did I hear a voice?
Yes, you did. AA6S 800, and so is Aaron's in here. Where did you go, Mikey?
I'm here. I'm just looking for a fresh piece of paper. I thought I had one, and I looked at it. It's got writing on both sides, upside down, backwards, and none of it which I can read. Good evening, Bill.
Hey, good evening, Mikey. Go in the bathroom, roll off a couple of feet.
Yeah, but it soaks up the ink too fast.
Yeah, and it tears apart easy, too.
Yeah, it does. Who are you talking to in here?
Aaron's in here.
Aaron's in here? You mean 1079 is here?
Yep, 1079 and Bozo 1100, but I need to eat my dinner. Got home kind of late. KA6USY.
Okay. How did you make it all the way to the other end of the travel today?
Oh, yeah, made it all the way down there and then all the way back, so I'm pooped. So I'll be sitting here listening. KA6USY.
Okay.
Good evening, Mike and Bill and Aaron and John. K6MI was in there earlier, Mike. Oh, this is KM6SR, number 432.
Is that right?
This is 432. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, Bill.
Okay. Judy will be in here in a minute. She's printed out your log sheet from yesterday. I had mine, but we didn't remember to pull it out and go over it. So, but mine's a hodgepodge. I'm sure yours is more accurate than mine. In any case, 44 check-ins according to your log sheet, so that's good. I think we got 8 close to that or right on. Anyway, good evening. I'm pointed, let's see, where am I pointed here? I'm pointed down toward KB6RQU, who we invited back tonight. KB6RQU, are you back in here tonight? Rick, K6MYC calling and standing by, listening for you and the rest of the Bozo Net standing by for you, over. Hopefully he doesn't forget. Well, I don't hear him at the moment. KC5DTU, how about you, Kerry? Not yet. I was going to call Kerry, but I didn't get around to it today. I could find square ones, but I couldn't find round ones.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
Is that a square to it? Not a round to it? 982, we got you.
Thank you, sir.
You didn't answer up when I said, were you the square to it?
Oh, no, it wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Okay, you must have been the round to it. We get a round to it.
You may have noticed I was missing last night.
There you go. We're collecting people slowly here. It's just turning 7:30 now, so we are early, but we've already got 5 check-ins, so not too bad this evening. 44 check-ins last night. How many did you count on my sheet, Judy? my sheet's impossible to count. I got ones written in 3 columns, and I got a fourth column in between the other columns, and I got written sideways, and I have one whole section where you can't read anything because the pen is dry. We were rocking and rolling last night. And I guess the poor controllers in the Reagan Airport last week or last day, that when they had the accident, there was supposed to be 31 guys in the control tower, and they only had 19. It's no wonder they had microphones in both hands talking on UHF and VHF at the same time.
Doesn't sound too good.
Yeah, well, they attribute that to a little confusion between the helicopter pilots and the control tower. I think it's kind of silly to have the Blackhawks. It's a training operation, and they want them to train in heavy activity, air activity times, but maybe they could choose a different airport than the one that's bringing in, quote, our leaders.
They probably got it planned that way.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Those are the flights that are scheduled for emergency evacuations to get government officials into high security places.
Anyway, it's a busy airport, busy area. The whole air is filled with, between that and Dulles, there's a lot of stuff in the air all the time, and then to mix the Blackhawks in there probably wasn't the best idea. And maybe they should maintain a Blackhawk can't get into a zone that's in between 600 and 100 feet of elevation when they're in a flight pattern. I mean, that seems to be the most logical thing. Avoid right off the bat.
That's why I don't get on airplanes.
Yeah, you know, an helicopter can stop dead in its tracks. I mean, from the standpoint of forward or reverse movement, but it's hard to stop those commuters, isn't it?
Hard to reverse those engines, isn't it?
Yeah, they come down real fast when you reverse those engines.
Drop like a brick.
Well, it isn't funny. Unfortunately, we lost 68 good people and some kids. That's a bad disaster. That didn't have to happen. I guess they had, when they counted them all up this last year, we've had 1,000 close calls, and a good 100 of them involved helicopter Blackhawk type situations. So apparently this was just an accident waiting to happen. Anyway, who else do we have in here? This is Bozo 432 night. We're pointed toward Lake Isabella and Delta Mike 05, but we'll take anybody, even if you're not in that direction. Anybody that can hear us, come on in now. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie in the Bozo Net, standing by for check-ins.
6AJ727.
KJ6TYO 1009.
KJJ6TYO and WA6AJ. Good evening, Mike, and good evening, Ron. Okay. 727 and 1009. Anyway, Ron, pick it up and tell us how the old chicken hauler's doing.
Oh, doing good. One more day of work, and then we'll have a weekend. Probably have a 3-day weekend, so that'll be nice.
Well, that'll be good. It's supposed to rain all weekend, though. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think they're just making news. They're just trying to talk about something.
Yeah, I know what I say when they tell me that. I say, well, I'll believe it when I see it based on how much rain we've had this year. I still haven't had 5 inches since the beginning of May last year.
Yeah, it's not looking good, man. Not looking good.
Anyway, how you doing, Mike? WA6AAJ, go ahead, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike and Judy and the net. I'm doing good. I got in here about 7:20 and turned the rig on and started reading something. And I was sitting there and I go, sure is quiet on the band. And I looked up at my transceiver. It's on 2 meters. So that explained everything. Over.
Yeah, it's a hard thing for us to do, is to transvert from 432 to 10 meters. Yeah, you got to have the volume wide open to do that.
Yeah, it was just one of those operator errors. Over.
I don't know anything about those. I've never had one.
Oh, you're lucky.
Judy's laughing.
About time you showed up, Michael.
Well, I was here in spirit, I guess.
When I turned mine on, it was on 2 meters too, but I had to push the button.
He was sitting on the 10-meter stick, not the 432 stick. The 10-meter stick's much more uncomfortable.
No, it's a 2-meter stick.
Oh, 2 meters?
Well, you just get in the habit to come in and you turn the thing on and you forget where you were, and as long as it lit up, you're good, right?
That's it. Life is good. Well, there he is. By golly, we were waiting for you. Called you a few times, but we knew you would wander out to the shack. Good evening, Rick. KB6RQU. A little warbly, but I could be off of you a little bit here. Make another transmission, and maybe some of the other boys will call and give you a report down there in Lake Isabella. KB6RQU, Bozo 61, K6MYC in the Bozo Net, standing by.
KB6RQU, Bozo 61. And Dog Mike 05, been turning around a little bit, trying to see who else I can hear there. Just been hearing you for a little while there. First time I heard you there, you said, I thought I heard a voice. And I haven't heard anybody else but your voice this evening there. KB6RQU, over.
How you doing, Rick? KB6RQU, KM6SRR. You're nice and loud up here.
KM6SRR. Good evening, Rob. Yeah, you're nice and loud too. 5 and 4 here, over.
Roger that. I'll have to look at yours and see, but you're very loud.
5 and 9 in Visalia, Rick, AA6S.
Hey, Bill, AA6S. Yeah, you're hitting the red mark here.
Back to you there, and back to whoever is going to call you next, AA6S.
Go ahead, Mike.
Come on, frequency pretty good then, huh?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
I think Mike's rotating his antenna there.
A6AAJ.
There you go.
Strong signal tonight, Rick. I've got QSB here on you, but Q5 copy, over.
A6AAJ, got good evening there. Nice to hear you here on 432. Nice and loud there. About 5 and 6, over.
Roger, 5 and 6. You're saying here about 5 and 6. Just a little warbly on the voice with the QSB, but no problem. Good talking to you again. 73, Rick.
Hey, 73, Mike.
Okay, I think about wipes out the people that have antennas that can reach you. How about you, Ron? Are you hearing anything out of Lake Isabella? Ron's in and out. We had to go to bed. He's got to get up early and haul chicken legs. We're waiting for Carrie, and we're waiting for, I don't know, I don't think Terry. KE6BK, KK6B, ZKE, KK6ZKE is 432. I don't think he has 432, but WA6OIB has 432. He should be in here in a minute.
Hey, Mike, can Daryl talk down there too, Rick?
I missed the question, Rob.
Yeah, I just wondering if Daryl, KG6EF, can hear Rick down there in Lake Isabella.
Daryl, we're waiting for an answer. Can you hear Lake Isabella? I don't know where Daryl went.
I guess in and out. Did you get John, K6MI? He was on here earlier before you got on, over.
No, I did not get John because he was on earlier before I got here. Put down 711, Judy.
711.
There he is. Yeah, I mentioned it to you earlier and gave you his number. Go ahead, John.
Kilo 6 Victor Bravo Golf.
There's Bravo Golf. Yeah, I'm citing DMV online.
Okay, we got you, John. VBG, Dave, we called you back in after a minute or so last night, but you were gone. You must have gone back in where it was warm. Give Judy your Bozo number, Dave.
The Bozo number here is 971. How you doing tonight, Mike?
I'm doing fine, and you're sounding good and strong. No problem. John, you're a little weak. You must be pointed down the other way there. John, did you want to say hello to Rick down there before we let him go? I don't hear John now. Maybe he's having trouble with me. Somebody else call John in.
Hey, John. K6MI, KM6SR in the Bozo group?
Yeah. I'm trying to talk to DMV into giving me a scheduled appointment.
Okay. Yeah, did you hear that, Mike?
No, I didn't. I heard it, but I didn't copy it.
John is talking to DMV trying to schedule an appointment, so he's kind of tied up right now, KM6SR.
Yeah, well, he'll be tied up for a couple of hours with that one. That's 1-800 Waste Your Evening.
That's funny, Mike.
John says, that's funny, Mike. KM6SR relay.
I heard that. Okay. Well, I guess we've gleaned all we can out of the San Joaquin Valley. Rick, we'll let you go, but thanks very much for coming in here this evening. And we'll look for you maybe Sunday night. It would sure be good to hear you more regular here on 2 meters. At least 2 meters and 432 working pretty good. Good signal up here. A little warbly at times. Other times clear as a bell. But Q5 always. Audio's a little rough. You may be hitting the audio a little too hard, but otherwise it sounds good. KB6RQU for a wrap. K6MYC.
Yeah, KB6RQU. I'll back away from the mic there a bit. I've been moving the antenna around a little bit. You notice a difference in signal strength there. Everyone comes in a little bit different here on this 432 antenna. Seems to be a little bit sharp. Set me 3s to all, and I'll try to get on 2 meters there. KB6RQU, clear.
Yeah, you sounded fine that time, so you might have been swallowing the mic too far before. Sounds good, Rick. And yeah, the 432 antenna is definitely sharper than the 2-element 6-meter quad high. KB6RQU. Good night, K6MYC. Okay, let's see. We don't have anything in the Tascadero, so I guess we can rotate right around to Santa Cruz.
56 Zulu Bravo Lima. Pointed towards Santa Cruz.
Okay, wait a minute. W6 Zulu Bravo Lima. Go ahead with your Bozo number.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Bozo number 695.
695. Okay, and we got it. I can't remember the handle. I keep thinking it might be Larry, huh?
Yeah, name's Larry. Lima Alpha Romeo Yankee.
Yeah, Roger, Larry. I think you must be running vertical because you're way down from the other guys, but I think you're down in Fresno area somewhere, aren't you?
QSL, we're just east of Clovis. We've got a small beam, but you're not aimed right at me. You need to be aimed due south for the best signal, but...
KW6S, AA6S. I was doubling on some local, I think. I couldn't hear him. KW6S, I'll peek my antenna on you, but you're Q5, AA6S, over.
Larry, hang on a second. We'll let you go, but thanks for the check-in. The boys are already working up to Santa Cruz there. W6ZBL, K6MYC 73. Thanks for the check-in here on 432, Larry. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you, W6.
Yeah, we were doubling again. Well, Mike's going to come down. Mikey's coming down now, Tom. Yeah, I was hearing 3 people or 2 people at once.
Okay, 73, Larry.
Harder than they are, though. KW6S, AA6S. How copy now, Tom? Go ahead.
Hey, Larry, W6ZBL, ZB Bravo Lima. You're S9 over here, KM6SR. Okay, good to have you in here. Thank you.
Yeah, Roger. We're still doubling with a couple other stations here. I'll get off of here. And I'll move the antenna a little bit. I probably should bring it back to the coast. This stupid thing is really directional. Anyway, Tom, got a good signal here, and there's some other guys talking on here, too. I heard Rob on there, so he's probably got to give you a call. KW6S, AA6S, over.
I hear you, Tom.
Roger, Tom, AA6S.
KW6 Sugar, you got to bump it up our way a little bit. You're pretty weak toward Bill. You faded out on the last one. KW6 Sugar and the group, K6MYC. Good evening.
K6MYC, KW6S, 610. Yeah, this should be a little bit better.
Yeah, tons better. You were just about gone. And that one heading, you had me in the deep atomic null there. Anyway, good evening, Tom. I don't know whether we're going to have Lee in here tonight or not. He indicated that there was a slight chance or a big chance that he would not be here, but we should probably take a listen for him and see if he's going to be there. Otherwise, you're sounding good over this way, and so far the band is holding up nicely for us here. We even had Rick from Lake Isabella in here earlier. KW6S in the group, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. I wasn't quite tracking whether Lee was going to be here tonight or not. Last night I was thinking not, but let's find out. AF6 United, KW6S.
Nothing here.
Looks like it might be safe to talk about him.
Yeah, nothing here at all. We've been talking about him, yeah. All right. Anyway, let's see if Mike or, Mike, Bill's already worked you, but let's see if Mike wants to say hello, and maybe Rob's copying you also. WA6AAJ, if you want to say hello to Tom, go ahead. K6MYC.
KW6S, KW6S, WA6AAJ, over.
Any copy, Tom?
Boy, not a whisper.
KW6S, KW6S, K6VBG. How you doing, Tom?
K6VBG, KW6S. I've got you in good shape.
Hey, Roger, same here. You're coming in about, S7, S8, bouncing around.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I don't think I've talked to you in a while here.
Yeah, I've kind of been absent for a little while. kind of going through some health problems.
Yeah, that kind of happens. I went through that with some back surgery, and I was kind of down for a while, but back better than ever now, so there's always hope that you come back stronger than ever.
Well, this one I probably won't come back from. It's pulmonary hypertension.
Well, there's probably just ways to manage that.
That's what we're working on now, so we'll see. All right, we're going to turn it back over to Mike. Have a good evening. Tom 73. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, very good, Dave. Good contact there. I wonder, I guess, Daryl, you don't have a rotatable antenna up that's working very well on this band. You should be able to hear Tom if Dave hears him. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox, K6MYC. Are you still there, Daryl?
Pick up.
I guess not. Okay.
I can try, Mike.
Go ahead.
Good evening, Tom. KW6S, KW6S, KM6SRR. Yeah, I've been hearing you up and down a little, but this is the best direction I've found. Over.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Oh, yeah, no problem here on this tonight. I could probably find a little better spot on the antenna, but this is just kind of my random somewhere about between 80 and 90 degrees. So, but yeah, no problem tonight. How are you doing down there?
Oh, doing good. You're hitting me about an S4 or so good and loud there. So good copy. Thanks, KM6SR.
Very good, Rob. K6SR, KW6S. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, sounds good. It looks like you got all the reasonable signals. We haven't heard from Ken yet. WA6OYB. Maybe he's got company or something this evening. He normally comes in here on 432, but you never know. Anyway, that's about all of the big guns that can get over your way. There's others in here, but with smaller antennas and non-rotatable things and so on. Hi. One of these days, everybody will get something up that has some gain and some directivity. They're all working on it at one level of speed or another. Hi. Good evening, Tom. Good to have you. Thanks so much, and we'll see you Sunday. See you Sunday night, of course. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the weather. I don't know whether it's going to rain over there. We're thinking that we might get some rain here, but I'll believe it when I see it. KW6S for your final. K6MYC in the Bozo Net.
Yeah, I don't know. They're showing rain for us, fairly high percentage for about the next 6 days starting tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see if their predictions come true or not. I've got plenty of inside projects to work on, so I don't have to deal with the rain too much. Catch you Sunday night. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, well, we always can find things to do in the house. Although I'm an outside guy, I like to get outside at least for a couple of hours every day. We did get out today. We didn't do anything, but Judy and I took a ride around the property and wandered around a little bit and looked at the pond, the waterless pond we have. And we visualized 4 or 5 other ponds where we'd like to have water, but nothing appears to be coming. Maybe in the next 3 or 4 days we'll see it. I think we've got sort of the same kind of prediction that you have. Could have some rain scattered in through the next 6 days or so, starting tomorrow. Starting Saturday, I guess, is when we're supposed to start. Who knows? We'll believe it when we see it, like I say, Tom. Good evening. We'll see you Sunday night for sure. I'm sure of that. KW6 Sugar, this is K6MYC Bozo Net, now beaming the Bay Area and looking for check-ins from the Bay Area on 432.
KD6S okay?
KD6S okay. Give Judy your number, Fred. You're booming in.
Hey, good evening, Judy. It's 507. And Mike, I heard Bill, AA K6S there in the background, but I don't think he can hear me. But signals are good tonight. It's kind of cold, but rain's moving in here tomorrow morning, I think, around 11 a.m. or so. And it's supposed to be a pretty wet weekend, so we'll see. It might go down to your area too as well, so maybe the ponds will fill up at some point. K86S, okay.
Well, we'd like to have even a wet bottom. We looked in there, and all we could find was dinosaur prints in the bottom of it. That's how long it's been since it was wet. Over.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's true. All the critters are looking for water, too. I'm sure that the coyotes and raccoons and everything else is looking for some water these days. So, yeah, we should get an atmospheric river in the next 6 days. We'll see. But it can also shift and go north of us, which is okay, too. Northern California could use it as well. But we'll see. Anyway, not much to report. It feels like Friday for some reason. But anyway, back to you, Mike.
Okay, very good, Fred. Yeah, and Duty said thank you as well. And good to hear you. And good, strong signal tonight. I'm not sure I really peaked on you here, but I'm close. Didn't even have to move the antenna. So have a good weekend, Fred. Even if it's going to be one of those you're stuck inside, you can always wander down to the local bar and spend a few hours down there. Drinking water, Judy said. Drinking clear, clean, fluoride-free water. Hi. 7-3 Fred. KD6S OK, K6MYC for your final.
That's good, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, yeah, good signals tonight. Up and down a little bit, but it is pretty good. Okay, now I'll turn it over to you and carry on with the net. KD6S, okay.
Okay, I was waiting for other breakers that are hearing you, but I didn't hear anybody else for the Bozo Net here. Out of the lonesome Bay Area, we got 4 check-ins. Well, I should say 3. 3 check-ins from Course Gold so far, so you guys better get on your high horse there. Bay Area, 432 Bozo Net. Go ahead, K6MYC.
Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sierra.
You're filling in for the Bay Area, Paul. Okay, K6WIS 637. Good to hear you, and much better copy. I don't think you were in here last night. We looked for you, but we did not hear you direct path or on the backscatter path, so you must have been busy doing something else. Back to you, and if you have any relays, go ahead and pass them on. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville area, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. This is K6WIS beaming towards the Bay Area, so I guess my signal is coming back to you from the Bay Area, so maybe that counts as a Bay Area contact. Hi. You're 5x3, good propagation tonight. Sorry about last night, I was not participating in the 2-meter net. So back to you, Mike. K6WIS Placerville, over.
Okay, somebody in there on CW, or was that leaking through you there, over?
Not me.
Okay, CW, go again. CW, go again, over. Yeah, we got you, W6PQL. I probably overshot you a little bit. Paul's peaking right off of Mount Vaca tonight, so I'll have to come back a little bit. I'm up clear up into the 290s here. This should be pretty close, Jim. W6PQL, K6MYC. Go ahead.
No, you're still off of me, Mike. You need to go a little bit further north, just above San Francisco, and that seems to be the best place for your antenna for me. You went too far south that time, Mike. Oh, there you go. I think now you're going too far. Come on back a little bit there. There you go. Right there. Right in there somewhere. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, it's not the normal direction. It's you're way far north from normal, but we'll take it. W6PQL, K6MYC, 1296. Gotcha. And you're catching up with Course Gold here. There's two of you now that have checked in from over that way. I don't think we can count Paul because he's really not from your area, but he comes in pointed that way. Anyway, hopefully you're doing okay, and I guess you're expecting some rain this weekend. W6PQL and the other group waiting in the wings there, K6MYC. Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, well, I didn't see very much in the forecast, but it could happen, and it's certainly welcome when it does, because we had a very dry January, as you know. And 775 is in here. You're pointed in the right direction for him also, so keep an ear out for Mike up there in Daly City. K6MYC, W6PQL. Bye-bye.
Okay, very good. Okay, on the rain, well, we're getting really different kind of reports. Santa Cruz thinks he's going to have rain for 6 days in a row here. Just Santa Cruz, and that ain't that far from you, so I'm surprised that you're not seeing a strong forecast. Anyway, let's see how Mike's doing over there in Daly City and what his reports are. Hopefully I can copy you, Mike. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775 K6MYC Bozo Net, over. I don't hear him, Jim.
He's in there, but I don't think you're hearing him through the live stream.
I just don't hear him, so tell him we got him. Tell him he's checked in, but I don't hear a peep, over.
Okay, Mike, you're checked in. Mike says he isn't hearing you, but that's just kind of the way the band is tonight, over. Okay, Mikey, you're clear.
Is he hearing anything from me? Is he hearing me, Jim?
No, he's hearing you on the live stream, and that's it.
Oh, okay. No path at all. That's funny. All right. Well, we got him anyway, so he's checked in. Very good. Thanks, Mike. Good to hear you. We'll look for you on Sunday night, hopefully, on a band we can copy you on. Hi. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC, clear with you and standing by for any other check-ins in the Bay Area or any place, over. WA6AXX, KT2G, WB6WNI, WB6JNN, K6KLY, KF6QCH, K6MYC. I guess I've listed half of you anyway. Where are you? Oh boy, you got to give us that one a couple of more times. It's right on the noise. Give us your call or your Bozo number again a couple of times. Over. Can somebody else call that station in? I didn't hear who it was. Did anybody else copy that station?
Yeah, it was WB6JNN, but I think most of the guys over here are watching a Stormy Daniels presentation, over.
Stormy Daniels, is she doing it in the nude?
Yeah, she's doing a presentation somewhere. That's where they all are.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Okay. That's big news.
Yeah, Jim's in there, though.
Yeah, let me keep calling. Jim, give me another call. I heard you. WB6JNN, K6MYC, over. I didn't hear anything, Jim, so we'll have to let it go. We'll come back to the Bay Area later. Maybe somebody will turn Stormy Daniels off long enough to check in there. I know she's a big attraction. 7-3 going up to Oakley here. Calling toward Oakley. That should be pretty close. N6 Radio Oscar K6MYC.
Okay, 6MYC and 6RO, Bozo 835. Temperature range 35 to 58. And dinner was chicken Caesar salad. But I'm going to have something more substantial in a couple hours. Getting ready for the sprint this weekend with a guest operator, my normal highfalutin SO2R guy. We don't know whether he's going to remote or do it on site. Depends on the weather. Anyway, nothing new. I'll check with John Stanford in about 3 weeks to see if he has gotten it out of the box yet. And the K6MYC and 6RO.
Yeah, well, maybe with luck he could surprise you, and you could have the thing back in 3 weeks if he's on his schedule. All right, well, good. Fine on the weekend. Yeah, relax, get over everything you're fighting. I think you're just about done with it now. And we'll see you on Sunday night. And thanks very much for being there as always. We had a Mediterranean collage. I'm not sure what you would call it, from a nice Mediterranean dinner place downtown that Matt brought home. He forgot to take something out for dinner, so he went and got 3 Mediterranean-style dinners for us. So it was very nice. Anyway, we enjoyed that, but I can't tell you what I was eating. It had hummus in it, I know that. Some Armenian stuff and some other things. I think I had some kind of lamb meatballs or something, and some other stuff. It was good. Anyway, 7-3 Ken, and we got our fingers crossed on the 1296 amplifier for you. N6 Radio Oscar K6MYC clear and going up towards Sacramento.
WB6 ISO.
Yeah, that's an exotic dinner.
Okay.
WB6 ISO.
We hear you, Dennis. Go ahead. Dennis, if you'll transmit a little longer, I'll find you here all over the place here.
Okay, all over the place. Okay, I'll transmit just a little bit and say good evening to you. And hope everything is going fine to you. And hello, Mr. Ken, if you're copying in 6RO. Good evening there, buddy. And WB6 ISO.
Okay, and I take it you have no relays?
No relays. The only relay I heard a little bit ago trying to check in was KD6BQ. Richard here, his CW over there out of Nevada. I think he was trying to check in with you a little bit earlier.
Okay, you worked Richard with his 8 watts there. Okay, well, we'll put Richard down 249, but we'll also be able to work him here. We can usually work him quite regularly, sometimes on sideband, most of the time on CW high.
Yeah, no, I didn't work him. I heard him trying to check in a little bit earlier when you were there. So I just wanted to let you know I did hear him, and I did want to say hello to Mr. Ken in 6RO, if he's talking. I do need to hear him when he has the antenna away. Okay, there. Good evening, and we'll let you go and get to check in there. Hope everything's doing fine for you down there. Over.
That was static. It's not static, it's garble. Between your audio and the multipath, I didn't get anything of that. Unfortunately, the last transmission, I was moving the antenna back and forth trying to get a clear spot. I just can't find a good, clean direction for you, Dennis. Maybe you're not beamed directly at me, but I'm pointed right at your heart now. So maybe you could give me a better signal on the next over. See if you can peek on me there once, and then we'll take a standby and see if Mr. Bill is in there, and a few others. KR6MR, I think, will be in there as well. WB6ISO for the last try, K6MYC, over.
Okay there, Mike. Yeah, conditions are just up and down. You're loud and then you kind of fade off. It's just conditions. Anyway, pleasant good evening to you. Hello to Judy if she's competent. Stay warm. Catch you next trip. WB6ISO.
Okay, 7-3 for now, Dennis. You actually got weaker on the last transmission.
Yeah, just conditions.
Yeah, there it is. That was clear.
Yeah, conditions are up and down like a bloody yo-yo. Anyway, 732, take care, and hello, Judy.
Judy says hi.
Hello.
Okay. Let's see if Bill is in there. KO6KD. How about it, Bill? K6MYC.
WB6JNP.
WB6JNP 107. Good evening, Dane. Are you home tonight?
I am home. Also, yes, WB6JNP 107. Good evening, Judy. Also, if you could check in Dan, AM6HK, number 803. I talked to him just a little while ago.
Okay. So he's joining the group of the living again, is he?
Look at it this way, borderline. He's, still going at it. It's a little rough, but I saw him out walking around and said he might have enough energy to walk from the mailbox back to his house. That was about it.
Oh boy, has he had all his vaccinations? Is that what the problem is, or has he just got something else?
He's trying to figure out what he has. I guess he was with, who was it, Humana Healthcare or whatever, lost his main doctor when he retired or moved out of the area. And so, it's like when you're healthy, you never look for a doctor, and now all of a sudden he's not healthy and has to find one.
Well, if he's got a Humana Gold Plus plan or one of those Humana plans, they usually tell you what doctor they want you to have as a general practitioner. It's stamped or printed on the back of your actual card, over.
Yeah, I don't know what his issue is with that, but yeah, he was saying he was having problems not having a regular doctor and all that. So I'm with Kaiser, and it was rather interesting when something occurred with I think it was Peggy. We went to Kaiser and all that. They looked up what our benefits were, and they were just blown away. They go, nobody gets these kinds of benefits from Kaiser. And it turns out that because she was retired from UCLA, that was a whole different area for him. And they don't see a lot of us retired UCLA people up here.
Yeah, well, he might get at least a verbal contact with Dr. Schaffner. Dr. Schaffner's Dr. Dan in Oakhurst. It might be an easy trip for him if he can get up there. But he operates under the heading of Adventist, like Seventh-day Adventist Medical in Course Gold. So I would suggest he try to reach Adventist Medical in Course Gold, and then ask to see if he can contact Dr. Schaffner, SCHAFNER, something like that. Dr. Dan Schaffner. He's KG6 Old Jewish Doctor. Over.
Stand by. Okay. Well, I've got that written down. I was in the middle of writing when you send it over to me. So I will pass that along to Dan tomorrow. And I think he's, I think he's doing better. He's, got it on the run, but he's just, I don't know, Dan's just kind of like the rest of us, stubborn.
Yeah, well, what I would do if he can't, you should be able to find the number. It takes about 10 minutes to get through their exchanges, but you just have to keep pushing the right numbers and stuff. But Adventist Medical and Course Gold, and then Dr. Schaffner. But if he doesn't have any luck, I can give him a number that will work if he wants to call me. And as soon as he gets a hold of Dr. Schaffner or even the assistant for Schaffner, he may not ever get to doctor him directly, but if he gets to the assistant, tell him that he's a ham radio operator and he lives in Course Gold. Dr. Dan lives in Course Gold also, so you're neighbors, but he's not very active. He has a Bozo number and everything. He's a Bozo member, so you could tell him that might get him at least to have Dr. Schaffner call him back and tell him he's been very sick with this flu type thing and he needs to see if there's anything that he could do to get over it. So I would use the ham radio connection as a added incentive for Schaffner to get in touch with him. WB6JMP K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. I will, like I said, I will pass that along next time I see or talk to Dan. And anyway, I've got the information written down, Dr. Schaffner, and we'll see what goes from there.
And he can reference me also, because Dr. Schaffner is my doctor, over.
Sure, so. All right. And, yeah, there's always, those wonderful connections in life that we never think about until after we meet them.
Okay. Well, don't have him wait too long. Try to get through as quick as he can. Might take a day or so to get through and get a connection, but it's probably worth talking to Schaffner. He's really down to earth and really a common sense doctor. He's not one that is a prescriber, if you will, of pills and whatever. Really down to earth. Good guy. Okay, 73 to you, Dane, and we'll got Dan checked in here, and we'll see if we can hear Bill or KR6MR up in the Bay, up in the Sacramento area. K06KD, are you there, Bill? K6MYC.
K6MYC, KR6MR, Bozo, 759.
Yeah, I got you in good shape. I don't know where Bill is tonight. KR6MR, K6MYC. Judy's got your 759. How are you doing?
Okay, my sinuses are wiped out. I was taking care of cleaning up leaves and stuff, and I got a face full of leaf dust. And my nose is, I think, somewhere around the moon. Oh, and Bill does not have 432 at this time, so he cannot work him.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He only has 432 when he has the 9700. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, well, thanks for reminding me. Then I won't put a negative sign next to Bill's name. Hi.
Yeah, okay. It's hard for me to talk, so I'm going to let you go.
Well, you're not supposed to use a leaf blower to blow dirt up your nose. You're supposed to use just a Kleenex. That's all you need, over.
Well, I was mowing my driveway. I blow the leaves up on the driveway, and then I go over it with the lawnmower to pick them up. It saves my back.
Okay, you went into a deep fade and I missed it. When you said driveway, I missed everything after the word driveway, over.
Okay, I blow my leaves on the driveway, and then I take my lawnmower and I go over that and pick up all the leaves with the lawnmower.
I see. Well, how did you get a face full of weeds and leaves?
Just the dust in the air, all the dust from it.
Oh, I got you. Okay, well, you should have waited till it rained. It's going to rain this weekend. think you're copying me all that well either. I said you should have waited till it rains to do that so you don't have so much dust. It's going to rain up there this weekend, I think, over.
Yes, that's why I picked them up, so that I can burn them. When they're wet, they're just a mess when they're wet.
Oh, you just pick them up when they're wet and you wait until there's no rain and then it dries. That's what we do here.
No, I just do it when it's all dry. It's easier for me. Wait. Trying to carry a couple of big bags of wet leaves is going to my back.
Yeah, you either get sneezing or you get sneezing from the mold on the wet leaves. Okay, I understand. I'm just trying to help you out there, buddy. I have a lot of leaves here. We have 40 acres of leaves, and we had a ton of them. 7-3, and we'll look for, I don't know whether we'll hear Darren in here tonight or not. I'll go back and see if I can hear Darren and pick him up anyway. Good night for now, and we'll see you Sunday night. Hopefully your nose will be cleared up by that time. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC, looking for KJ6KFB. Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, hi, Mike. There's deep QSB fading, but right now you're 5x5, almost 5x7, but sometimes you drop below S1, so I'll catch you now while propagation is good. You're a very good signal right now. K6MYC in the group, K6WIS direct path.
Yeah, very good signal from you. It's warbly, but it's quite strong, so good signal on the direct path tonight on 432. That's not a continuous condition. Sometimes we don't hear you at all on this path. You never know about 432. Good deal. Thanks for the check-in. I haven't heard Darren yet, but we're going to go down and take a look. I had already spun the antenna back toward him, and that's when I picked you up, but it brought you up when I went back up to about 335, 336. Good enough, Paul. 7-3, have a great weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night. Way down again now, so it is up and down. 7-3, K6MYC looking for KJ6KFB. 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 Are you there anywhere, Darren? K6MYC. I'm just not hearing Darren, so we'll go on. Is there anybody else here on 432 before we go to Nevada? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net towards Sacramento. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to. There's Nevada. Break. We got your 249, Richard. Good evening. KD6BQ. K6MYC. Not real strong, but very Q5, Richard. Good evening. And is there anybody else here? Is Larry here, over? Roger, no Larry. Okay. We'll try for Daniel, but I don't think he's here either. I don't know if he's got his 432 antenna up. Stand by a second. Stand by and we'll look for Daniel. KE7UQL. KE7UQL, or by chance K7SUN. K6MYC. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie calling KE7UQL or K7SUN and standing by.
There is 272 KE7UQL.
Yeah, there he is. Good evening, Daniel. What a surprise. Good to hear you here. And you're doing quite nicely in here. Are you getting snow up there? Or are you planning on, is that in the cards over the next few days? I guess we're going to have some weather coming in, and you're high enough to get snow. We expect to have 3 or 4 days of rain, over.
Yes, Roger, we're expecting rain, and sorry about not checking in. I've been sick since Monday.
in the ill, over.
Oh, sorry to hear it. Are you better now? You sound good.
Well, it's not a cough or a sneeze or runny nose. It's just a severe headache and chills and some other things, over.
Oh, so some other things, I can guess. No need to elaborate. Okay. Well, hopefully you get over that quickly. Sorry to hear that, but no problem. Anyway, great to hear you on this band, and we hope you feel better between now and Sunday when we hear you again. Hi. Thanks.
Yes, I do have 2 meters, and I do have 432. They're stacked on the same pole, over.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I keep getting them mixed up. I thought you checked in here on 222 one day, but I guess not. Okay, 2 meters and 432 are good to go. Sounds good, Daniel. Thank you, sir, and hope you feel better there. KE7UQL, K6MYC, going back to Richard for a final, over. Go ahead, Richard. 73, Richard, 73, KD6BQ. Let me just see. Rob, are you copying anything from those guys?
Yeah, I had a pretty good copy on Daniel for a bit, but then he faded down, over.
Okay, you want to give him a call, see if he'll come back?
Okay. Daniel, KE7UQL, KE7UQL. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, over. Yeah, I just barely got you above the noise, brother. It's a good copy. Thanks for coming back there.
Okay, glad to do it. We'll catch you another time, KE7UQL.
Yeah, booming now, Daniel, so it's up and down. The band is really full of QSB tonight. Good to hear you when you're up. Not bad to hear you when you're down. Try to stay out of the blue room. Roger, Richard, 7-3, my friend, 7-3. We'll see you Sunday night. KD6BQ, 249, K6MYC, clear. Did you hear that, Rob?
Yeah, I heard the CW, but he talked a little bit. I couldn't quite pick him up. Anyway, 73 Daniel, KE7UQL, KM6SRR.
Thank you, Rob. You're up around S3 now. Very good copy, KE7UQL.
Roger, I'm getting you about an S2 right now. You're up there. Sounds good.
Okay, good night, Daniel. Good night, Richard. K6MYC clear, and let's go back to the Bay Area and see if we can get anybody that was missing. While I'm down this way, let's see. KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB. Darren, are you here? KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, K6MYC. Okay, back down to the Bay Area here. Something like that. That's pretty far down into the Bay Area. QRZ the Bay Area. I don't know where to point tonight. The band is a little bit shifted. Bay Area, Bozo Net. Anybody copy late checks or missed? Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee, Charlie. Over.
KB6, BA 900.
There's a big signal from you, Oliver. Great signal. Great to hear you. I must be pointed pretty close. But knocked me off the chair here. KB6BA, go ahead. K6MYC.
Yeah, not too much to report. Just did some more house cleaning. Threw away some junk from the side of my house and checked the weather, and it looks like we got a whole week of drizzly wet stuff, so I guess we need that. I may try to hike in the middle of it sometime. K6MYC, KB6BA.
Yeah, well, try to squeeze a hike in there somewhere. But hopefully you get enough rain that it's difficult. We need more rain and less hikes right now. Or less hiking time, let's put it that way. Not less hikes. Anyway, great signal booming, and I'm glad you're getting your side yards cleaned up there. We've done about all we can do here, and until we get into some massive projects. I got stuff on multiple tables in the barn. I like to put stuff on tables. That way I can see it. But now I can't see anymore, so I don't know what's on those tables. So I have to clean those tables off, Oliver. Not a fun chore. Full of all kinds of antenna parts and then electronic parts and stuff. You'd have a ball. 7-3, KB6BA, K6MYC.
Okay, good to hear you, Mike. And talk to you soon. K6NYC, KB6BA.
Yeah, before you leave, though, keep an ear out for WB6JNN, KF6QCH, WB6WNI, any one of those three. I may not hear them tonight. Over.
Yeah, Roger. If anyone else is listening for Bay Area check-ins, Mike will be on for a little bit here. Here's KB6BA.
KB6BA, here is Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November India, 1090.
I got it. WB6WNI. Good evening, Gary. Very weak, but we got you. 1090.
Got it.
And Judy copied it 100%, but it's very weak. WB6WNI, thank you for that, Oliver. K6MYC. Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yes, the band is really taking a dip, but the noise level is almost zero, so you are 100% copy, and Oliver, you're coming in about S5, S7. Anyway, we won't hold it because of the band, but good evening, Mike. Good evening, Oliver. Here is WB6WNI 1090, say 73.
Yeah, well, we peaked up on you, and you're quite strong now. You're really easily copyable. A little off frequency, a little high pitched. You may have me kind of bassy, but nice to hear you, Oliver, here on 432. Quite a good signal, really. You've got the 432 thing pointed correctly lately, so you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. I'm glad I came back here for late checks and missed. You guys did beat out, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 course gold. I guess it's a tie. It's a tie between you and the Bay Area, between Course Gold, the tiny community of 6 people. We got 5 of them checking in here. And $1.5 million in the Bay Area there. WB6WNI, K6MYC.
K6MYC, WB6WNI. Oh, Mike, that is funny. Yeah. Let's see, that would be a 83% turnout from Course Gold and about 1,000, well, maybe even worse, probably. Anyway, I readjusted a bit on the audio. You know what's interesting, on 432, if it's wavy, you tune the dial, and then it says, no, that's not right. You tune it again, no, that's not right, and it plays a little game with you. And it's, I think I did better this listening longer. Anyway, 73 to you, Mike and Oliver. WB6WNI will be monitoring out, 73.
Okay, do you want to, before you leave, you want to tune down on a frequency where you sound better to me? You're high-pitched. So I think you have to come up in frequency about 30 cycles, over.
Okay, I went up. Is this better, or is it not even worse?
No, that's pretty close. You might have overshot by 5 cycles, but sounds more like you, Gary. Thanks much. 7-3. We'll see you on Sunday night. Thanks for sticking around here this evening. WB6WNI, K6MYC will be clear with you, and QRZ for any late checks or missed from the Bay Area or any place. And it's all quiet on the Western Front. I think we're done, Rob.
Okay, got a question for you.
Well, have a good evening there, Mike.
Yeah, good evening, Dave. You're still out there. You're doing well in the cold weather. You must have the heater going full bore, huh?
Oh, yeah. You betcha. Yeah, being it's only like 34 degrees in here, yeah.
Only 34, huh? Well, you're doing fine then. 2 degrees warmer than it is on the other side of the wall there, huh?
Yeah, probably. Oh, it's hard to say. Anyway, you have a good evening, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave, and great to have you in here for so long tonight. Go in and get warm, stay healthy as best you can. No. Over to you, Rob, with your question. Go ahead.
Yeah, you were talking to Dane. Did Dane check in somebody like Dan?
I checked in 803.
Okay, I'll write him down.
Yeah, Dan's been sick, and he was just now getting up and around where he had enough strength to walk to the mailbox and stuff. So he wants to be here, but he's so weak he doesn't even want to go in the radio room and pick up the mic. Over.
That's a bummer. Just counted. I have 26.
Okay, hang on one.
Well, there you are, Rob. I could hear you that time.
Yeah, he came up really loud. I'm not sure where I'm pointed, but you're good copy. Over.
Hi, Roger. Yeah, I have to hear you well. I have to point up there at the mountain.
Okay, getting a good bounce in. Yeah, I think you're coming here about S9. Go ahead again.
Roger 1-2. Yeah, I wonder why. You know, it's funny we can't go direct. I have to bounce it off the mountain over here.
You're not bouncing off the mountain. You're bouncing off my antennas, getting back to Dane, getting back to Rob that way. Rob, how many did you say you had?
26, and I'm getting Dave about an S5.
Okay. We have 27 for some reason.
Any duplicates, I wonder?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I can hear something, but I can't make out the words he's saying. At least this way, I'm pointing at Deadwood. Yeah, I can hear what he's saying.
Are you talking about hearing Rob, Dan? I mean, Dave?
Yeah.
I think you guys have got comm now, don't you? Wherever you're pointed, you got good comm between you?
Oh, yeah, but I'm pointed at Deadwood. I'm pointed at 70 degrees.
Hey, you're sounding good down here. K6USY.
Yeah, same with Aaron, you know. I point at Deadwood and they can hear me just fine. But Rob's really hard. Rob's on the other side of that little ridge.
Okay, that's what our issues is. Yeah, I can hear you going direct, but I gotta point up there to you. So maybe I'm bouncing off of something. I don't know.
Bouncing off of Deadwood.
The same with Dane. I got to pick him up by going up there to somewhere about northwest.
You mean northeast?
No, I point northwest.
Well, that ain't Deadwood. Wherever it is, it works. So, all right, let's see. Let me give you the last. Let me let Judy read the first 5 or 6. Make sure we didn't miss anything in the beginning, and then the last 5 or 6. Rob, over.
Okay, let me get this cat out of my lap here. Okay, go ahead.
Number 1 is 800 1079 1100 432 47. Check.
Okay, go ahead.
982 727 1009 61 711. Check.
Okay, that's where it is. I forgot to write Rick in.
Okay, we got it. You have a good night.
Okay, thank you, Judy. And you too, Mike. K6NYC, KM6SR, 73.
Okay, well, don't feel bad.
He doesn't feel bad.
He doesn't feel bad. You never feel bad.
I'm too dense to notice.
Oh, I don't think so. All right, take care. We'll talk to you I don't know what your plans are over the weekend, but we'll be here dodging the raindrops or something.
Yep, I'm kind of hanging out here and doing things inside, so that'll work out fine for me.
Yep, us too, sort of. We got, well, I didn't even get out of the chair this morning until 1 o'clock. It was 1 o'clock we finally got started doing stuff today. It was pathetic.
Yeah, you're slowing down in your old age, huh?
Yes, I am. I only split logs and haul logs and stack logs for 2 hours yesterday, and wiped me out.
Yeah, half the people would be lucky to be able to do that. Anyway, good to hear you guys. Thanks, KM6SR.
Okay, good night to you, Aaron, and go rest. And you'll be okay if you just get some sleep tonight. K6USY with your cohort, K6NKA, K6MYC.
Oh yeah. Fortunately, I'm working from home tomorrow, so it should be a lighter day. We'll catch you guys later. K6USY.
Okay, 7-3. Good evening, Aaron. K6MYC, KM6SRR, and Dave. And if you're still there, K6BBG, K6MYC will be clear.
All right, have a good one, Mike.
Good night, Dave.
PD clear.
Good night, Dave.
Hey, good evening.